It was me. Oh my gosh! I spent over half an hour today looking for parking. Can you believe it? Who has time anymore to go shopping? Don't people have jobs to be at?
Not the way the economy is right now.
Oh my gosh, and I spent 2 hours trying on pants and nothing fit right. What is this?
Enchiladas rancheros.
Why don't you just shoot me?
Hello.
Hello, Rob.
What a day. I had the saddest client.
Rob, you work in grief counseling. What do you expect, comedians?
Chad. Yes, Brad. Can I borrow your black Dolce & Gabbana top? It's LA in June. Only Moors are wearing black. Are you going out?
No, he's going to sit here where it's 112 degrees and eat enchiladas.
I need to put some cucumbers on my eyes.
You'll have trouble seeing, Brad.
It's very good. It reduces puffiness.
Does it work on thighs?
I don't know. I don't need it on my thighs.
Who is he going out with?
Harry again.
Who is this Harry?
All Brad said was he's tall, drove a BMW, and works for himself.
It's great dating in LA. All the single men under 30 are all drug dealers.
I'd kill to be 18 again.
I wish I was 16 again. You know, the shock of my life today, I was in the dressing room at Macy's trying on some pants, and I turned around to look at myself in the mirror, and you know what I saw? The most depressing thing to hit me since I turned 23. This old man was in the mirror. I didn't even recognize him.
Who was it?
It was me.
Oh.
I felt so fat and old.
I know, it's shocking. Every time I look down, I see my father's waist.
My waist is exactly the same since the way it was when I was 16. In fact, last week, I got carded.
During a blackout?
Who cares? What is young? What is anything? What is blonde? What is pretty? What are wrinkles? It all changes. Inside is what stays the same.
Oh, Chad, that is so wise. That is poetry, isn't it, David?
Yes, Rob. Why don't you write it down? Brad, who is this Harry?
He's wonderful. He's a real gentleman. He's very gallant. He's a great dancer. And he doesn't make noises when he chews.
Chewing. That's way up there on my list. Comes right after intelligent.
He doesn't talk loud at movies. He works out every day. And he's still interested.
In what?
In his tax break, Rob!
And he proposed.
He proposed? You've known him a week.
And he wants an answer tonight.
Tonight? What are you going to tell him?
I don't know. He's very wonderful, but I've only known him for a week.
That's right.
But I also don't want to lose him, so I don't know what I'm going to tell him. Now I have to get ready.
David, what will happen if he marries him? What will happen to us? This house is his.
Well, then we'll have to move.
But we can't move. What do we have as collateral? Expensive moisturizer? We'll have to become prostitutes.
Come on, Rob.
Brad is going to get married.
What? Well, he hasn't said yes yet.
And then you'll get married, and he'll find a boy off the street, and I'll be all alone.
Rob, how can I get married? I don't even have a date yet.
God, I never had a home since the 8th grade, and it's going to break apart.
You haven't had a home since 8th grade?
When my parents found out I was gay, my mother had a heart attack and died. My father remarried, moved, never left me an address.
No one is getting married and no house is breaking up. Let's go talk to Brad. Brad?
Come in.
Brad, Your friend Harry wants an answer tonight. What are you going to tell him?
I haven't decided. I don't know till the words just come out of my mouth.
You won't know till the words come out of your mouth. Brad, this isn't a belch. This is marriage.
Brad, you shouldn't rush into anything. You hardly know him.
I wonder what my ex-BF Greg would think of Harry and I.
Well, if he was here, I'm sure he wouldn't like it. Since he's in jail, I'm sure it doesn't matter.
I just want Greg to know that I'm happy, but at the same time with Harry, I'm not as happy as I was with him.
He knows, Brad. He knows. Greg just made some mistakes, and he has to pay the price. He just wants you to be happy. Right, David?
Don't ask me. I support the death penalty.
Oh God, he's early. I haven't finished my hair yet.
I wonder what he looks like.
I just hope he doesn't have big feet and a small head.
Hey, bitches.
Scott, what are you doing here?
Nothing. Everything's fine. No one died. My apartment just burned out.
Oh my God, are you okay? How did you get here?
I hitched.
Scott,
The cab. There's a cab outside.
you should have called.
Why? I'm perfectly fine of doing everything by myself. I am an independent woman. Thank you.
I know.
Well, I do need one thing. Do you have $114 for the cab?
Scott, that's crazy. You live 15 minutes from here.
The driver was Middle Eastern. He said something about like a bilingual tax.
Ugh, well, I'll take care of him.
Scott, sit down. You must be exhausted.
Why? I took a cab. I didn't push it.
Scott, what's up, man? Good to see you.
I wish I could say the same about you.
Why? What's wrong?
Look at you! You look like a whore!
Scott, don't be so rude. Brad, he doesn't mean it.
Of course I mean it. I mean, who wears that? I mean, my taxi driver would tap that. Anyway, I'm kind of hungry. Can I go in the kitchen or is my ex in there?
It's okay, Scott, but enter at your own risk. I think Chad's in there.
Alright, better be worth it.
That boy will never change.
He can't help it.
You know, they've been broken up for 2 years now. I don't get it. Why can't he get over him?
Rob, he's just still head over heels in love with Chad. He just doesn't want us to know. That's why he is the way he is.
Oh my god, you guys. Chad really needs to go back to the gym. I haven't seen thighs like that since Ricky Lake and Hairspray.
Scott, the driver said you promised him a $67 tip.
That's ridiculous. See what I mean about these Middle Eastern cab drivers? I said a $7 tip. Learn to speak freaking English. I mean, why do you come to America if you don't want to learn English? This is LA. Please, give me a break. I'd do better getting a cab in Ecuador.
I'll get it. Hi.
Hi, handsome.
Everybody, this is Harry. Harry, this is Rob, David, and Scott.
Oh, you're Scott. I've heard so much about you and your talents.
Right, and
Yeah.
you must work in the porn industry.
Scott's apartment just burned down.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, it's really not that bad. I mean, I didn't have anything in there anyway, and I get to collect insurance.
Well, I made reservations, so we should get going. It was nice meeting y'all.
I hope he's taking him somewhere cheap.
Nice meeting you.
What a douchebag.
Scott!
This is so sad. We were all so lonely, and then by a miracle, we found each other.
Rob, we answered an ad to share Brad's house. It's hardly a miracle.
To me, it's a miracle. We're all so happy. I mean, look, we're such great friends. And then, this hairy guy comes walking into Brad's life in 1 week and wants to get married. I just don't know what to do.
Get a hamster.